For example, Adam Grant's TED Talks, he demonstrates the use of graphs effectively to prove his point and not to distract from his main message. Let's take a look at what he does well.
Now, here are our results. You actually do see that the people who wait till the last minute are so busy goofing off that they don't have any new ideas. And on the flip side, the people who race in are in such a frenzy of anxiety that they don't have original thoughts either. There's a sweet spot where originals seem to live. Why is this? Maybe original people just have bad work habits.
Okay, you can tell here that he uses three things effectively. The first thing he uses is he's simplified his graph. You can tell on the y-axis he's just put creativity. He hasn't put a metric or any numbers. He's just taken that away because, again, the point here is to prove that creativity comes from people who aren't procrastinators or precrastinators. He doesn't need a metric. So he's reduced and simplified the graph as much as possible. You can tell that he's reduced the data points. You can tell that curve. He's simplified that graph to prove his point. The second thing he's done is that he's trying to make the data more relatable. And you can tell because he's added 2 characters at the bottom of that graph. And obviously you won't see that in an annual report, but in a presentation, anything goes. So see if you can try to make the data more relatable. And third of all, he's actually added emphasis to the word originals. And he's just plonked that in the middle of his graph. And you can tell the word originals is larger than any other piece of text on that graph, which means that he wants you to pay attention to that particular part of the graph, which proves his point. So there you have it. 3 effective tips that we could take away from Adam Grant's presentation when it comes to using graphs. First of all, simplify as much as possible. Second of all, make the data as relatable as you can. And third of all, use emphasis, whether that's increasing text size or color, to really prove your point. Well, next week I'm running a workshop called Not Death by PowerPoint, but Delight by PowerPoint. If you use PowerPoint as part of your presentation arsenal, you'll learn some practical tips and hints to really maximize PowerPoint so you can effectively communicate your message with far more power and with far more potency. You don't want to use PowerPoint to distract your audience. You want to emphasize and you want to clarify what you have to say, and you can use the power of PowerPoint to do that, and I want to be able to share that with you as part of NIFNEX's Festival of Learning. That's next Wednesday at 3 p.m. So I hope to see you there. Until then, let's eradicate death by PowerPoint, one presentation at a time.